The modern harvest, as we've already seen, relies on heavy machinery. It's essential, but it has an environmental impact. Ewan's in Aberdeenshire, finding out how one farmer is going about reducing that.
Harvest comes with a hefty fuel bill, but there's a cost to the planet as well in terms of emissions. The National Farmers Union has set itself the ambitious target of achieving net zero by 2040. For farmers, that means agriculture will have to absorb just as much greenhouse gas as it emits. To achieve that, the way land is managed will need to change, and emissions will have to be reduced. Currently, fuel accounts for around 9% of all agricultural greenhouse gas emissions. That may not sound like a lot, but it's an important part of the puzzle. And here at Netherhaven Farm in Aberdeenshire, farmer David Barron is busy bringing in the spring barley, and he's carting it back to the farm in a tractor powered by hydrogen. How's it going?
Hello, Ewan. How are you?
So how does the technology work in the tractor?
It's very simple concept, Ewan. There is a water reservoir in the box, and it goes through an electrolyser which splits the water, and the result of that is hydrogen gas. The hydrogen gas is then pumped into the air intake of the tractor, which decarbonises the engine and gets a cleaner burn and a better burn.
The box doesn't replace fossil fuel, but it does cut David's diesel usage in the tractor by almost a quarter. And the manufacturers claim vehicle emissions could be reduced by up to a whopping 80%.
I thought it was too good to be true. The Scottish Government bought my first one and able for me to test it for climate change, and they were £6,000. They're now down to £1,000 per box, and hopefully there'll be a grant coming soon that maybe reduce that again.
He's already bought a second unit for his truck, and he wants to go further.
Hydrogen is an old technology. It was here before fossil fuels. It can be retrofitted to any machine you want. I'm considering putting it onto my combine.
David's making the whole farm greener, installing these solar panels and drying his grain with a more environmentally friendly biomass boiler. But it's hydrogen that has fired his imagination. And he wants to take his tractor beyond being just a hybrid.
Eventually, I'd like to get to the next level and make my own hydrogen and have tractors purely driven from hydrogen. With petrol and diesel, the more you drive, the more you damage the environment. With hydrogen, the waste from that is oxygen and a little bit of water. That's an absolutely brilliant concept.
So, a hydrogen-powered harvest in the future? David's got me convinced.
That might be some time away yet, but this year's harvest is in full swing.
When the sun shines, it's all systems go, as we can see from some of the videos you've been sending in.